So hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the Lochaber region, which is located a few kilometers east to the Antigonish Highlands. So just a brief intro into before we get into it. We're basically going to be talking about the Lochaber geology and its effects on the lake and due to blue-green algae bloom.
According to the lochaber.ca/history, in June of 1830, Joseph Howe first visited the area and immediately fell in love with what he described as ancient woods, which were scarcely broken upon on either margin, and the whole scene was as beautifully wild as it had been thousands of years before. But in the 1900s, it had become heavily industrialized with blacksmith mills and other industries, but returned to a more agricultural after the 1900s. Lochaber is now mainly used for recreation and relaxation by many, and is year-round home for others.
So now we're going to talk about the geology of the region. Lochaber is dominated by several types of bedrock lithologies that include marine, non-marine siltstones, mudstones, which you can also find iron oxide beds, minor limestone, as well as rhyolites.
So how we've altered the geology and soils, so forestry, mining, construction, and industrialization each hold a key that opens the door for breakdown of bedrock.
So for forests, it helps maintain soil profiles and sequestration of different ions that control the breakdown of underlying bedrock.
Mining and construction alters bedrocks, as soft rock and soils may be removed for the purpose of development and exposing underlying bedrock.
So the general industrial activity basically increased SO2 emissions, which resulted in the formation of acid rain, which basically precipitated and altered the soils and lakes of the region.
So why does the geology matter? Geology is a natural pH reducer. It holds nutrients used in the building blocks of life. It's depletion of elements that promote growth of organisms that consume allergy, and it also has toxic effects on some microorganisms.
And so now we're just going to talk about the final thoughts of this region. Basically, the potential for bedrock to play a factor in the overall health of the lake is key. However, currently, due to runoff from cottages in the summer, may create an increase of nutrients such as nitrogen that promotes blue-green algae, and that is continuously available. This has a decline intake of other elements from these microbes that would have a microbe toxicity.
Therefore, greater data is required to understand the full effects of the local geology on the Lochaber Lake.